What's going on, Saltwater Nation? It is springtime, which means the action is heating up on the flats, as you may have heard, but we have been getting questions in recently about what is a flat, where do I find them on satellite maps, and where do I find the fish once I'm on the flat. So we wanted to make this video to break down 3 different flats in 3 different states, Florida, South Carolina, and Texas, to show you guys a full overview of exactly what you're going to want to look for when you're targeting flats in your area. So when we're talking about flats, we're generally describing a shallow, open body of water with a sandy or muddy bottom that is generally between 1 and 5 feet in depth. So what these flats would look like on satellite maps is exactly what you're seeing now. In areas like Florida and Texas, they're going to have that sand and seagrass mix, and you can easily spot them right in the middle of those wide open channels. But in areas like South Carolina, they're just going to look like these big pools of water in the marsh that don't have any creeks or grass in the middle of them, just open, expansive areas where fish can roam all around. Now, the other big question, obviously, is where are the best spots on a flat to fish? And the answer to that is the structure. Now, there are 2 categories of structure to focus on, but most people only pay attention to the first, which is the physical structure, the things on the flat like submerged seagrass, oyster bars, marsh grass, and these may differ by region. For example, there's not a lot of seagrass, as you can see in South Carolina, but there's a lot in Texas and Florida. But what Texas and Florida don't have are the oyster bars. So physical structure may differ depending on where you are, but it's not going to change how fish will hold on it. As you can see in this example, there's a lot of snook and trout that are on this seagrass, and if it was an oyster bar, you'd see them in a very similar fashion, just waiting to ambush prey that's holding in those areas. Now, the second form of structure that a lot of people don't focus on is the topographic structure, those depth changes, the points, the drop-offs at the edges of flats, cuts and troughs, these shapes and features of the flat, not so much the exact physical structure, but what makes it look the way that it does. You'll find a lot of fish use those areas as ambush points. You can see in this example, these are snook that are clustered up on a point, and you can see there's a little depth change there as well. The flats are over to the right, so these fish are just using that natural topographic structure close to the flats as an ambush point to get prey. So to find the best areas on the flat, you're going to want to combine both physical and topographic structure in the same area to maximize fish catching potential. Once you've done that, you'll be able to dial the flat down to a few small areas, but there's still going to be some trial and error involved in finding out which ones will work at certain seasons or tides or the weather even that day. And if you want to skip all that, we actually publish a weekly smart fishing game plan where we'll not only break down areas like this, like I did, but we'll show you which ones will work based on the current trends, seasons, and tide. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to learn a little bit more about flats fishing or saltwater fishing in general, I highly recommend you check out our Salt Strong Insider Club. It is a fantastic resource for any saltwater angler that wants to become better and maximize their results. In fact, it can turn someone who is a novice angler into someone who's going out and consistently catching more fish. And the way we do that is just teach you how to find spots with our Spots Mastery course and go out there and consistently catch those fish with the right positioning and approach tactics. And then you can keep up with trends in your area by checking out the community and the regional reports map and just stay up to date with everything that's going on. And all this is backed up by our 365-day catch more fish or it's free guarantee. So there's literally nothing to lose here for you guys. And on top of all this, we are offering 20% off of top industry tackle items to help you save more money on tackle as well. So what are you waiting on, guys? This is a great way to get out there, catch more fish, and save money. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the Insider community soon.
There's something about the water that'll give you peace, all by yourself or with your family. Live salt strong and wear the line today.